A different piece of advice today. I was told that we got a message from somebody on our new website on a bit of advice that was asking about advice for things like depression and people dealing with really tough maybe diseases and things like that. So I'm taking a little veer off of business advice and success advice. This is success advice. How do you get through this stuff? So let me give you a little background first. I serve as a volunteer chaplain at Loma Linda Hospital and help deal with families, talk to families who have just lost, maybe I had one that lost a 2-year-old child in a car accident. They're trying to decide whether to pull life support on grandma or not. Or they have just found out that they had cancer and probably have a week to live. So, yeah, you usually see me having fun and joking around and giving some more light advice. But I'm going to follow the request from this comment and give you, it would take a long time to really get into a lot of the advice, but, and I am keeping these short. So I'm going to give you some short advice today about depression and how to deal with it. And there is actually a quick piece of advice to give you. And I also, just so you also know too, I'm internationally board certified to use some therapy in my business and life coaching and all that stuff. So I am experienced in all of this and ran a human tissue bank for many years too, where we actually worked with families in their grieving process and all of that. So with all that background that many of you may not have known, I will tell you one way to deal with depression that's pretty effective, and that is to give yourself some time to be depressed. So if you're really going through a tough situation, then give yourself half an hour or 15 minutes or whatever you think is necessary, and be as self-absorbed or introspective or whatever you need to be for that period of time. Crawl under the covers, get in the fetal position. Just allow yourself to really process what you're going through. And then have an alarm go off or whatever it is. When your time is up, then go do the best that you can. There's always a positive side. I don't care if what you're facing is death. There is a positive side of heaven afterwards, of people taking on responsibilities after you're gone in life. As tough as that may sound, there are positives there. Find those positives, focus on those things, accomplish what you need to accomplish while you're still here on this earth, or while you're dealing with depression. You still got to accomplish things. So my advice is time it. Give yourself time to go through those things. And this is not some harebrained idea. This is something that's worked for many and many of my clients and people that I've dealt with in the hospital. There goes an ambulance by. Isn't that interesting? So that's your bit of advice for today, and I hope that helps you. Enjoy your Sunday. I know I'm enjoying mine. And keep my wife in your prayers. She's a little sick today, so she's having to stay home. So been to the doctors and all that stuff. So she's dealing with a little toughness right now. But that's how you deal with things. That's your bit of advice. And if you haven't yet, please look for our new Facebook page called A Bit of Advice, and like it. Thank you, and share this all you can, especially if you know somebody that's going through a real struggle. Have a great day today. That's your bit of advice.